What is a Jupyter notebook or what is an IPython notebook? Jupyter is an open source web app for Python development. It has all the features of IDEs, plus it has live code, better comments, visualizations, graphics, and multimedia support. I'll tell you what live code is later in this video. With all of these features, it makes code sharing, resharing, reusing, and reworking even easier than IDEs. So, what is this Jupyter notebook made of? Well, a Jupyter notebook is made of two components, a server and an interface. The interface is the web app that will open up as a tab in your web browser, and this interface can be hosted through the server, which is either your local machine, that is your computer, or a remote server, that is another computer connected through internet. So how does a Jupyter notebook work? So you type your code with the help of the interface, will be sent to the host with the help of the server, and it will get executed there, and the output will be returned back to the interface, and you can see that through the web app. A typical Jupyter notebook looks something like this. Notice that in the top, it shows that it is connected to localhost 8888, which means this Jupyter notebook is running on local machine. Now throughout this course, we will be using Jupyter notebooks, but we won't be using the Jupyter software to implement these Jupyter notebooks. Instead, we will use something called Google Colab. Now let's have a look at Google Colab. First, go to colab.research.google.com. This is what Google Colab looks like when you first enter. Let's now create a new notebook. A new notebook is created. Now this is the interface for our Jupyter notebook, but in this case, the server is not our local machine. It's the Google server. What this means is the code you type here will not be executed on your computer. Instead, it will be interpreted on Google server. To get that, just click connect. And after a few seconds, you will be allocated a runtime. During these few seconds, what happened is your computer communicated with the Google server, and the Google server has allocated you a CPU, 13 GB RAM, and 108 GB of storage. If you come up here, you can see it. We can see that we have almost 13 GB RAM and almost 108 GB of storage. Now this runtime will only stay for 12 hours. So after 12 hours, if you open this IPython notebook, you should click connect again. A Jupyter notebook is divided into different cells. So this is a cell. There can be two types of cells. One can be code and another can be text. The code cell contains Python code, and the text cell is like a documentation or explanatory things about that code. So now let me tell you what live code means. Now each of these cells is like a separate program, but all of these programs are connected in live. To demonstrate you that, I'm creating a variable a equal to 10. Let me run that. Now if you don't understand what I'm doing here, it's completely fine. You'll understand it as you go on with the course. Now let me come to another cell, which is a separate program. Now I'm trying to print it. Let's see what happens. And we get the output. That means all of these cells are connected in live and in real time. As you go on with the course, you'll get to know more about the amazing features of Google Colab.